Welcome to Barcode Coaching. Today's class is going to be a 1-hour flow that's going to be focused on relieving any tension in the shoulders and the hips. So it will be a full body focused flow. And let's get started. We will not need any blocks today. If you have blocks or any props you like to incorporate into your practice, feel free to use them at your own will. Otherwise, move with mindfulness, and if you have any injuries, just be mindful to move at your own pace if you need to. Okay, and today Jacob will be our student, and he will help you to reference in case you need someone to look at. And let's begin now in child's pose. So we'll begin with the big toes together, knees wide, hips back, just like Jacob, with the forehead down. And we'll breathe here for about 5 to 10 breaths. Just begin to slow the breath down, allowing the body to relax. You can use this time to set an intention for your practice, or connect with a devotion. Beautiful. Let's slowly move forward into tabletop pose. Come onto the hands and knees. From here, we'll take 5 cat and cows. So come into cow pose. As you inhale, look up to the ceiling, arch in the spine, and exhale for cat pose. Round the spine, press the ground away. Inhale for cow, drop the belly, slide the shoulders down, and exhale cat pose, press the ground away. Inhale for cow. Slowly look up to the ceiling. Exhale for cat. Press the ground away. 2 more. Inhale, cow pose. And exhale, cat pose. Inhale for cow. Deep breath in. And exhale for cat. Deep breath out. Tabletop pose. From here, Jacob, you can make your wrist a little bit more parallel to the front of the mat. Good job. From here, just begin to lift the right foot up to the ceiling with the right knee bent, right knee as high as the glutes, and begin to circle the right knee around as you open up the hips gently, creating a large circle as slow as you need to. This will begin to add some mobility and some openness into our hips. I'm doing this for a couple of breaths. When you're ready, reverse, go in the opposite direction. Keeping your core engaged throughout this movement. We'll meet in tabletop pose. Gently release the knee back down. Let's switch sides. Take your time to lift the left leg up and begin to again circle the left knee around, creating a circle with the left knee as large as you can. Moving slowly as you tune into the body, noticing where you feel any tension or tightness as you create this movement. And slowly reverse, go in the opposite direction. Good job. 1 more breath like this. And we'll slowly meet in tabletop pose. Take your time. Let's move into puppy dog pose to open up the shoulders. So Jacob will begin to walk his hands forward for puppy dog. And you can bring the forehead down to the ground if it releases to the ground. If you feel very open, maybe your heart and your chin come down to the mat. Otherwise, if you want something deeper here, you can make your hands as wide as your shoulders or even as wide as the mat to open up the collarbones and the chest. And we'll breathe here for about 5 slow breaths. Good job. And staying here, see, Jacob, if you can bring your knees back a couple inches so that the hips are directly aligned over the knees, creating a straight line. Relax the hands, the palms, and imagine you want the heart to melt down into the ground, creating more space in the back. We'll take about 2 more slow breaths here. Sphinx pose. We'll gently meet in the Sphinx pose. Coming onto the forearms, gently slide your belly forward and down until your belly is fully on the mat. And then Jacob will bring his elbows forward about 5 inches until they're directly beneath the shoulders. And he'll open his hands a couple of inches wider so that the middle finger and the elbow are in one line. Perfect. And see if you can press into your forearms, Jacob, to lift up through your chest. And imagine your shoulders releasing down to your hips. And imagine the energy of your elbows reaching back to your hips to create more space across the chest and collarbones. Almost as if you want your collarbones to be smiling open here. From here, look down to your nose to soften the back of the neck. And we'll breathe here for 2 breaths. Connecting with your breath. Let's come into extended cobra, just like Sphinx pose, but we're going to press into the palms and straighten the arms, lifting the elbows off of the ground. Good job. If this is too much on your lower back, you can walk the hands more forward. If you want something deeper, walk the hands closer into your hips. Let's see if you can relax the shoulders down from the ears. Take 1 more breath here. And slowly release your forehead down to the mat. Perfect. Let's activate our strength and walking the palms back a couple inches just so they're beneath the elbows. Tuck your toes, engage your core, and let's push up into a plank pose. Beautiful. Take 1 inhale here. Downward facing dog. Lift the hips and press the thighs back for your first downward dog of your practice. Good job. We'll walk the dog here for a couple of breaths as you begin to bend 1 knee at a time, having the opposite heel reaching down to the ground, stretching out the calves, the hamstrings, and the feet. Breathing here for a few breaths, connecting with the slowness of your breath. The great tip in your yoga practice is to always have your fingertips activated when you're in any pose with the palms on the ground, plank pose, downward dog, or even arm balances. Having the fingertips activated like a gecko will create more strength in your practice. And keeping the wrist parallel as much as you can with the front of your mat to protect the wrist. So you can have the middle finger pointing a little bit more forward, Jacob, and that will create a more straight line across the wrist. Perfect. Nodding your head yes, and shaking your head no. Good job. Slowly find stillness. Bring your feet together. Stepping the feet together, bend your knees, look forward in between your hands, and just take giant steps forward to the front of your mat until you're in a forward fold. Beautiful. Feet as wide as your hips. Let's inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your chest forward.